Hello, everybody. I wanted to bring in a channel that the guides brought forth, and they were discussing leadership on planet. And I hope you find it helpful to that I'm sharing this with you, uh, providing some broader strokes of our potential into the future. They say politics is yet another Earth game that is interesting to watch as you choose leaders to rule over you. From the soul space, you are your own master and boss, if you will. So it's just an interesting time to see leadership in a state of change and development over the years ahead. The old models of being ruled over are slowly but surely becoming more and more obsolete into future timelines. Leadership will be based on one's consciousness and capacity to problem solve, as well as one's inherent human skills to help with the weaving of many different embodied beings, especially when the need for a goal or accomplished result is required within society and the community. For a long time, humanity has been entrained with the edict to look outside of oneself for leadership. We know this will take some time in your Earth years for a majority of the collective to reach this space of true sovereignty and desire for peaceful cooperation, as staying on the current track offers no future at all. The so-called leadership is leading only a few within their small cliques and unified structures. The needs of the people are often an afterthought, as the supremacy of attaining and holding power has been a driving force for many leaders on Earth for some time. You can aid in this evolution by opening and recognizing the leader that lives within you. We're all divine soul. That leader has always been there, but has been drowned out by so many of your systems, your training, and your programming. It is like a filmy sheath that needs clearing and cleansing to get back to the heart and soul of what an enlightened human resembles. Deepening compassion, the ability to see what is out of harmony versus what is in harmony, and the ability to think in oneness consciousness rather than separate and divisive consciousness are crucial. The contrast is quite strong on your planet now, the strongest we've seen in some time. It is the light and the bell ringing to the frequency of understanding that you are the supreme ruler of you. This is known in other dimensional spaces where we work in extremely cooperative yet diversified energies. We have a purpose and aim to oversee the doings in the galactic spaces and to be of service and aid to humans on Earth, gently imbuing a high light of awareness, burgeoning love, and awakening. The harsher tones and darker tones are maintained by the lower frequency consciousness of many of your rulers, whose primary intent often is to maintain their rulership rather than provide deep and meaningful service to the people who look to them for solutions. So we encourage a softening and awareness and simply following what is in cooperative energy versus what is not. It can be quite simple due to the dynamics on the planet now, and more are coming into this understanding, sometimes in a rushed and unpleasant fashion, but also through the deep examination of systems and their functioning that are not actually pro-human or pro-service or pro-love. So we say to you, the mantle is yours to attain, but the attainment is not through competing forces, but rather through opening conscious forces. And the reimagining of what cooperative, service-minded leadership can be and how that can be reimagined. It is an inversion of what you're seeing now, which from our perspective is what we would call insane. But this too has its purpose and its place. All you need to ponder is what is good for the many, what is loving and healthy for the many, what is altruistic for the many, and what is not. This is glaringly obvious. If you but tune into the history of your rulerships and governments that have most markedly morphed into rulership versus leadership, the securing of power, money, and authority over others, rather than the unified field of honoring the whole. So this is your masthead for some time. And we lovingly encourage and support this growing awareness that takes place within one's own life. Often it manifests in small ways, making different choices that honor your truth, your heart, and your authentic needs, while also holding space for those around you in their own evolution and growth. And it is true that some are not intended to be in any way in an awakening state of sovereignty, and they must be attended to as well, with gentle care and consideration. That is what leadership is, that all beings are included, every sentient energy vibrating in your very dynamic, rich, lush, and beautiful world. We feel that this is a very real trajectory and journey for the many now. We bid you well and very good tidings indeed. Much love, everybody.